Hello students, I hope you all are good at home. Now today we are going to continue our third chapter, that is primary auxiliaries and models. And today we will going to start with models. Now what are models? Models are your helping verbs apart from your primary auxiliaries. These are also your helping verbs, but they are entirely different from primary auxiliaries. And these verbs are used to express the mood and attitude of the speaker in the sentence. Let's see some examples. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, dare, need, used to and ought to. Now these are your models. Models are divided into two parts. First is your true model and second is your semi-models. Now true models are will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must. These are your true models, and semi-models are dare, need, used to and ought to. So we have two types of models. Now we will going to see these models one by one in detail. Now first we will going to see may and might. Now may and might can be used for possibilities, for your permissions, etc. Now so first we are going to see may and might used in the case of possibility. Now first we are going to see positive and then we will move on to negative possibilities. Positive, it may rain. Possibilities there, it might rain. Now may and might can be interchangeable, but when we are going to use might, it means that we have lesser possibility as compared to may. Now change this into negative. For negative we are going to use not after may and might. So your sentence will be it may not rain or it might not rain. So this is your possibility of rain. Positive, it may rain or it might rain. And negative, it may not rain, it might not rain. Now next use of may is for permission. May I come in? Now this is your interrogative. We are asking permission. Then positive of interrogative, you may come in. And negative, you may not come in. So may can be used for permission also. Next, may and might for wish, prayer and for purpose. Now first we are going to see wish. May you live long. And second is may you enjoy all the happiness. Now this is the wish or prayer. So for that we are going to use may. Might we always use for past. In most of the cases we use might for past. Now let's see the purpose. Might works hard so that he may clear his exam. Now over here we use may because we have a purpose. Now why Mike is working hard? What is the purpose of working hard? The purpose of working hard is to clear the exam. So that is why we are using may over here to show purpose. Last, Julie came so that she might see him. Now over here we are using came, means the past form of come. So for past we are using might. So Julie came so that she might see him. So most of the time might is used for past. Now next is may have, might have. Now may have and might have, these are used for possibility and for desirability. If we have possibilities and desirabilities, so we will going to use may have and might have. Let's see the example. I might have passed, I may have passed. Now, these are your positive sentences. Next, negative. Change these positive into negative. So, we are going to use not after might or after may. So, I might not have passed. I may not have passed. Next, interrogative. Now, we will going to change these into interrogative. So, may and might will come before your subject. So, might I have passed? May I have passed? Along with question mark. Now, all these sentences are your perfect ones because we are using have along with the third form of the verb, that is past. So, all these are your perfect. Now, next is can. Now, can be used for ability, for order and permission, and for offer and prohibition. Now, let's see ability first. And in ability, we are going to see positive sentence, then negative, and then interrogative and negative interrogative. Let's see positive sentence. I can write Hindi well. Now, this is your ability. Yes, I can write Hindi well. Now, change this into negative. I cannot. We are going to use the word not after can. So, I cannot write Hindi well. Now, change this into interrogative. Can I write Hindi well? Can is used before subject. And last, negative interrogative. Can I not write Hindi well? Can is used before subject and not is used after subject. So, negative interrogative sentence is can I not write Hindi well? Now, next is order and permission. Yes, you can go now. This is order. That you are telling someone that you can go now. Second, you can take my pen. This is permission. You are giving permission to take the pen. Next, offer and prohibition. Can I help you? This is offer. And second, you cannot take his pen. This is prohibition. You are saying not to take the pen. So, can is used for ability, order, permission, offer and prohibition. Now, next is could. Could is used for polite request or for possibility. Let's see the request. Could you please bring this for me? Now, over here we are using please. It means that we are requesting. So, whenever we request, we are going to use could. Next, possibility. Who is he? And how old is your father? I don't know the exact answer, so what I am going to answer. Who is he? He could be your father or he could be your uncle. I don't know that person. That is why I am using could and I am just showing possibility that he could be your father. How old is your father? Now, I don't know the exact age of the father. So, what I am going to answer, I will say, my father could be 60. Next, could have. Now, could have, I told you, we are going to use have, could have for perfect sentences. Now, past action that did not take place means action that denotes last in the past but did not take place. Example, you could have left early. You could have left early but you did not. You tried to left early but you did not. So, action that did not take place. For that we use could have. I could have spoken to your father but I did not. I was about to, but I did not. So over here, past action that did not take place. For that we use could have. Now next is should. Now should we are going to use for obligation, duty and for substitute. Now let's see the examples. You should stand by her. This is positive sentence. Duty, that you should stand by her. Change this positive into negative. You should not stand by her. And now change this into interrogative. Should you stand by her? This is your interrogative. Next is substitute. See the sentence. Should you work hard, you will pass with good marks. Now, most of the time we use if only. But over here should is there. So should is a substitute of if. If we are not writing if, then we can write should. But most of the time we use if only. So substitute of if is should. Next is should have. Example, you should have stood by her. Now this sentence is the past obligation. That you should, you might stood. So you should have stood by her is your past obligation that you might stand by her. So past obligation. In past obligations we use should have. Next, must. Now must is used for necessity, order, determination and inference. Now let's see necessity. You must follow traffic rules. Now this is important. It's necessary to follow the traffic rules. Otherwise you will be penalized. So necessity means it's important that one should follow traffic rules. Next, order. You must not sit here. This is order, that you will not going to sit here. So you must not sit here. Order. Determination. Something to do. So over here, I must help her. This shows the determination that I must help her. And last, inference. Inference means maybe. Like, he has a sports car, he must be rich. Maybe he is rich. So, he has a sports car, he must be rich. That is why he has a sports car. Next is must have. Now, must have plays like should have. Action done in past but did not take place. Past action did not take place or past action not performed. Like, you must have followed the guidelines of government. You must have followed the guidelines of government. But did you? No, you did not. So, past action not performed. So, for that we use must.
Now next we are going to see ought to. Moral duty, obligation or advice. First, positive sentence. You ought to help the needy. Now it's a moral duty that yes, we should help the needy. So positive sentence, you ought to help the needy. When you're going to change the positive into negative, you're going to use not, obviously. So the word not will come after ought. So you ought not to help the thieves. Now change this into interrogative. Now ought will come before subject. So ought you to help the needy? Then interrogative negative. Ought you not to help? Next, ought to have. Past unfulfilled duty. Past duty which was not fulfilled. Positive sentence. You ought to have helped the needy. Now over here, ought to have is used for duty or action which was not fulfilled in the past. Negative, you ought not not to have helped the thieves. Now change this into interrogative. The ought will come in front before subject. So the interrogative sentence will be, ought you to have helped the needy? And then negative interrogative will change into, ought you not to have helped the needy? Next, would or used to. Now these are used for past habitual action. Tina would go out for a morning walk with me. Now this is past habitual action that Tina would go. He would sing at noon. Or Steve used to go to college by train. Now need. Action not necessary actually. He need not have gone to the movies. You do not need to do this for me. Now interrogative, need I come back later? Next is dare. Negative form. You dare not go out in the rain now. You dare not speak to him. This is negative form. Then interrogative, dare you go out in the rains now? Dare you speak to him?
I hope this chapter is clear to everyone. By the time, let's stay apart and do our part. Thank you.